My name is Scott Edwards, and I've contributed scientific commentary and text on a new book by Harvard University Press called Audubon, Early Drawings. These are new drawings that have recently been published. They're some of the earliest drawings of birds that John James Audubon did. These drawings were drawn between 1804 and 1812 generally, although there's a few of mammals from the 1830s. And what's interesting about these drawings is that they predate all his more famous drawings that ended up in his Birds of America, which was published in the 1830s. These drawings are much simpler, much more reserved than his later flamboyant style. They also tell us some very interesting, they leave a very interesting record, very interesting scientific record about birds in the early 19th century. For example, we have pictures of Carolina parakeets, an extinct species. We have ivory-billed woodpeckers. There's a Carolina parakeet here, drawn in the early 1800s. Beautiful drawing. These are all life-size. So this one is probably, the bird itself is probably 14, 18 inches or so. Here it's shown feeding on cockleburs, which were an important food source. I'm sorry, this is a pecan, but pecans and cockleburs were an important food source. And these drawings are a very important record of birds, which some of which are not with us anymore. And so both their habitats and their habits in their environments are recorded in these incredibly detailed drawings. These are two ivory-billed woodpeckers. This is one of the few drawings in the collection that has two birds in it as opposed to one. And you can see the male on the right with the red crest and the female on the left. Ivory bills, of course, are probably extinct in North America, although there was a reported sighting of birds as recently as 2005. They are a flagship species for conservation, and even if they aren't with us anymore, their knowledge of their habits and their habitat are extremely important for preserving the many other species that live in the same cypress swamps that ivory bills did. So Audubon's drawings are a wonderful record of past habitats and diversity of birds. He's got a huge diversity of different kinds of species, from very small sparrows and warblers to our biggest woodpeckers, such as this ivory bill. And so it's a wonderful record from a very earnest, very creative and ornithologist who was just then trying to make his career and establish himself in America.